Picture to yourselves a silver mist, warm and perfumed. Now go into that mist, which is real, vibrating. Part of the silver light is visible to the eye. The first solar plane of the 12th solar planet, which is the Sun, is not like the Earth plane. It has contours, but is not hilly. There is vegetation of a delicate shade of blue overlaid with a silver sheen. There is only one type of flower in the plane of Jesiam, the exquisite lily, which grows in profusion and is of tremendous beauty. Then the buildings of the cities are not square as yours, but shaped round. All are round, and transparent. These buildings are made of a substance as near as I can describe to you as glass. But this glass, or crystal, is inlaid with silver threads, so that when one looks through the glass it does not give complete clarity to the vision, but it is like looking through silver rain. The beings who live there are not human as you, only very high spirit lives on the Jesiam plane. But, as you are to one another a reality, so to you is spirit just as real. In the book which I wrote, The Winds of Truth, I spoke of the tall pinnacles for the transmission of the cosmic rays, and as you look over the city of Maya, which is the chief city of the Jesiam solar plane, you see these great silver pinnacles, pointed, rising to the skies above. From each pinnacle you will see darts of light. These rays are controlled by the suns, for God. Then through the air, you can see from the principal and the tallest of these towers, silver strands which sway in the air, hanging like gossamer webs of silver threads, and from the transmitting stations the rays pass along these wires, where each ray finally reaches its full strength and beauty, and passes out from the highest of these towers to all parts of the universe for God. The beings who live in the Jesiam plane are androgynous. They are intensely busy people, never idle. Forever are they working in an intense love for God and for each other, as well as love and admiration for the master of that great plane, Jesias. They realize to the fullest the great personality that is Jesias. They know that when they look upon that beautiful one, they are looking at the very Son of God. There is child life, too, in Jesiam, because those androgynous beings have children by the breath, and they are brought up as workers for the silver ray of God. No one ever sleeps there. No life is spent in sleep upon any of the solar planes, because life is not long enough to spare any of its precious time and opportunity to rest when one works for and worships God. No food is consumed. It is not necessary. There is bird life of exquisite beauty and of intense coloring. And there is something of great interest and great meaning, for every object on this planet is overlaid, or has, as it were, a coating of silver, a transparent ethereal silveriness and shimmering with life force. Can you just think, for instance, of such amazing beauty as the thousands upon thousands of lilies? The growth of the trees and the undergrowth are blue. There are multicolored birds of great variety. All the buildings, tall pinnacles and even the roadways are overlaid with this beautiful coating of silver. That is the silver plane, the dwelling place in the 12th solar planet of that great Son of God, and from him has gone forth to this planet of Earth and to 125,000 others as of April 28, 1940, the greater force of the silver ray of the universe of God. There is no speech between the beings on this beautiful solar plane. They communicate one with the other, and with their Lord, by thought speech, soundless speech, and yet when one of Earth is brought, when the body is in sleep state, to the solar planes for an especial purpose, speech by the beings of the solar planes is heard by means of the temporary lowering of the vibration of that solar plane to enable sound to come, and to be understood and recognized. You can prove for yourselves by the language of thought that speech is not necessary. Music, as you have it, is not known on the solar planes, because your instruments are so incomplete and elementary. It will surprise you to know that the greatest instrument in most of the spheres is the organ. The solar plane organs are larger than yours, are made of a glass-like material. The keys corresponding to your black ones are made of amethyst or mother of pearl, and the white ones are made of moonstone. There are 6 manuals, and to each of these are 12 octaves, each of 24 myriad tones, not 8, as in yours. The pedals are made of chrysoprase and work independently of the hand manuals. The manuals are sloping as yours, but are continued right round to the side of the player. No sheet music is required, and where your music rest is, instead there is a sheet of opaque blue reflector, reaching from the organ to the top of the building. This is really a color reflector, and on this the musician can see his thoughts of music manifest in color, for color is really the concrete form of music. I have seen the most beautiful silver colors give forth the most exquisite tones, and I have seen a poor green color giving little response of pure harmony. Musicians are not made, they are selected. Music is therefore not a natural gift at all. The organ is the only sound heard upon this solar plane, played by a mastermind, myriad tones of sound which ascend in silver spirals of sound to God.